It may look absurd to compare teachings of St. Vincent Pallotti with the recent encyclical Fratelli Tutti of Pope Francis. St. Vincent Pallotti was born in Rome in the year 1795 and became a priest for the Diocese of Rome and died in the year 1850. He was a zealous priest and founded an association which is known as Union of the Catholic Apostolate (UAC) and Society of the Catholic Apostolate (SAC), commonly known as Pallottine Fathers and Brothers, Congregation of the Sisters of the Catholic Apostolate (CSAC), and Sisters of the Catholic Apostolate (SAC). They are commonly called as Pallottine Sisters and Pallottine Missionary Sisters. The complex socio-political environment that surrounded St. Vincent Pallotti during the first half of the 19th century is different from that of today. St. Vincent Pallotti bore witness to the capture of Rome by the French army under the leadership of Napoleon Bonaparte, taking Pope Pius VII captive and establishing the French model of government in the place of the papal rule. After the French Revolution, the whole of Europe began to undergo a drastic change, departing from monarchy model of government to a democratic model. Italy faced twin challenges: one, to establish democratic government in papal state, and the second is to unite various kingdoms in Italy into one united nation. Upheavals and sporadic revolutionary attacks on the clergy, religious, became common, and desecrations of the churches were also rampant. That was the milieu within which Vincent Pallotti engaged himself with varied apostolic initiatives to animate the faithful to be steadfast in living and professing their faith in Christ. The anthropology of St. Vincent Pallotti grew out of the biblical testimony that a human being is created in the image and likeness of God. Hence, all are equal before God. This univocal nature inevitably invites everyone to be in relationship with one another. We cannot in any way ignore the inquiry of God, "Where is your brother?" We cannot escape by answering, "Am I my brother's keeper?" The entire life of Vincent Pallotti can be summarized as an answer to this question of God. Vincent Pallotti chiefly employed the spiritual means to get people back to Christ. He spent hours hearing confessions in different churches, to celebrate the Holy Eucharist, conducted spiritual talks and retreats for seminaries, religious, secular, laity, children, and military personnels, who reached out to the sick in the hospitals and spent time with those condemned to death. He used temporal activities to reach out to the ignorant, the hungry, the abandoned, etc. No one should be perishing for want of care and attention, because every person is an image of God Himself. Pope Francis too speaks about the dark clouds that have eroded our joy and hope of a bright future. We see many international associations and agreements which were meant to bring unity and development, providing a harmonious life and a peaceful and egalitarian society, began to crumble and collapse. Once again, more and more divisions and unhealthy conflicts are on the rise. Brute military might and aggression have overtaken negotiations and peaceful settlements. The unhealthy and inhuman tendencies to discard the sick and old, building walls around oneself, and remain blind to the realities that surround oneself are on the rise. The parable of the Good Samaritan reminds us of the challenge to become the neighbor to the needy. Pope is inviting all of us to open our hearts and hands to the suffering humanity. He is pleading the world leaders to enter into negotiations and not to opt for war, which does not solve problems, rather only multiplies problems and conflicts. The divinity in man should become the reason for our struggle for an egalitarian society. This same recognition of human dignity enables everyone to have concern for one another. By respecting one another and by respecting the nature, we in fact respect God Himself. Thus, let us proclaim that the Father in heaven is the Father to all humanity, and that we are brothers and sisters called to form one humanity, going beyond all barriers of culture and ethnicity. God bless you.
Not the mind, but you. Not the will, but you. Not the heart or the soul, not the aim or the goal, but you, my God. Not the air, but you. Not the breath, but you. Not the voice or the word, nor the song that is heard, but you, my God.